Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video we are going to make a really cute starfish themed pillow for summer. We're going to be using some canvas duck, some vintage mother of pearl buttons, and some hot glue, so there is no sewing. However, if you would like to, you certainly could sew this project. I'm just opting to do hot glue because I know not everyone has a sewing machine or the ability to sew. Okay, so as I get ready to hop into this, let me show you what is involved. My plan initially was to use these pillow covers that I've had for a long time, that are kind of a tan, or I don't know what the right color is, taupe linen, but I have decided ultimately that I want to use one of these. These are the magnolia pillow covers that are so great, and these go with everything in my front room. They also go with the cream colored of the canvas duck. So this is what I'm ultimately going to be using, but you can make this project on any pillow cover that you would like. What I love about these are they have a hidden zipper. They have this nice lining so your pillows don't slide around inside. They're great to work on. This is 18 by 18. It will fit an 18 by 18 pillow. It will fit a 16 by 16 pillow. You can even cram a 20 by 20 pillow into there. And they have a matching lumbar pillow as well. These come two in a set, and I think they're a really pretty good deal. So this is what we'll be putting it on. And so here's how I got started. I have this pillow cover from a zillion years ago that I believe was a Pier 1 pillow cover, and it's pretty, and I may put this out on my porch, but it's not very comfortable because it has all this beading on it. Anyways, I took this shape of this starfish and I laid a piece of canvas, a bigger piece, over it, and I basically traced this shape and cut that out. And that is how I got the start of my starfish. But you can Google starfish pattern, or you can just freehand it. They're not all the same shape or size. And this is what I ended up with ultimately. Okay, so we're gonna decorate this, and then we'll attach it to our pillow, and then I think I'm going to put a little bit of stuffing underneath it to create even more dimension. Okay, so I've been playing and playing and playing and playing, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, and I have opted to do small buttons around the edge and completely cover the edges, and then do a few buttons in the center of the arms. And here it is so far. Let me hold this up so you can see. All right, so I still have one whole arm left to do, and I'll show you that. And then we'll do this. This happens pretty quickly. The longest part, honestly, of this project so far has been pulling the glue strings off. So you can use a blow dryer, you could just do it by hand with your fingers, you could use a heating gun. The blow dryer and the heating gun will kind of melt the glue strings, but you're definitely going to have them. And I seriously recommend that you use a low temperature hot gluing device for this project, because you are 100% guaranteed to get hot glue on your fingers. Okay, so let me pull out a couple of buttons. We'll just throw some right here. And I don't have any real rhyme or reason how I'm organizing them around the edge. I'm just gluing them right next to each other. And when it is possible, I want them to be different styles of buttons. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing right here. So let's just crank some of these on. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you about, that's a pretty one, about mother of pearl buttons. Mother of pearl buttons do come in a variety of colors. Some of them that are like colors like this will have been dyed, and I don't know exactly what the process is for that. But sometimes you're going to get them gray, and then there's going to be all different colors of white and cream. And how you can tell, I get this question all the time, how can I tell if a button is real mother of pearl or if it is plastic? That's a great question. And really, the more you work with them, the more you can just instantly tell. But typically they will feel sort of cold to the touch. They have kind of a clanky, they don't sound dull. It sounds, I don't know how to describe that, but they just have a distinct sound to them. They can feel kind of rough. The underneath or the back side of them frequently will look like this because that is where the shell was. And they're made out of things like mollusks, clams, oysters. They're seashells. And way back hundreds of years ago, they were hand carved. Of course, now they're made in factories. But anyway, so that is what I want to tell you about mother of pearl shells. That's my favorite kind of button. I love them when they are a button that has come off of a piece of clothing. Let me see if I can find one. And they still have the strings or threads on them. Well, that one hasn't, but I saw one here. Here's one. This is a, this one you can tell was sewn onto something, and it used to be that ladies were, when a garment was worn out, they would cut the buttons off and sew them for another project. Now we just donate or throw everything away, but that isn't how it used to be. Let's save this one. And I am always on the lookout for buttons. Where do you find them? I get most of mine, it seems like recently, in Oregon. When I'm out visiting my son, there's a couple of great antique shops that I love to go to, and they almost always have buttons either in a jar or in Ziploc bags. And so I buy them every time I go, it seems like. You can also order buttons on the internet. You can Google it and find buttons that way. I like having a variety. Some of these have 2 holes, some of these have 4. Look at these. Let's see, where did I put them? I was looking through my buttons earlier. Oh, look at this one. It has really big holes and they're kind of far apart versus something like this. There's just one on the floor. It has smaller holes. and they're closer together. Anyways, I like just the variety, and yeah. So as you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know if you have any button questions. I'm getting towards the end of this. I want to just quickly get this arm finished up so that we can move on to what is going to be fun. Okay, I'm almost getting there. Okay, so I have this whole edge right here done, and there are glue strings galore, which I will come back later and get that all cleaned up after I've got it attached to my pillow. Okay, and let's just do a quick little row down the center. Okay, so let's say that that is good to go. Let me get my loose buttons picked up here. Who loves buttons? Did any of you guys, were any of you so fortunate to inherit buttons from your grandmother? I probably could have, but at the time that my grandmother's passed away, I was younger and I didn't even know that I liked buttons, so I probably would have turned them down. Dummy. Okay, let me see if I can grab some of these glue strings. Okay, so this is what I have. I may come back and do something in the center. I may add some more buttons for embellishment, but this is a good start. All right, and I am going to do my pillow cover so that the zipper is on the bottom. And let's see how I want to lay this. I think that should work just fine. So my plan is to just glue right around the very edge. it up and do this whole arm. And then I'll do 3 arms, and then I'll come back and we'll stuff it. So this project, where did I get the canvas deck? The canvas deck, this particular canvas deck came from Hobby Lobby not too long ago. It's nothing fancy, but it is the thickest that they had. Oops. And that makes a big difference if you ask me. It's thick and pretty stiff, which makes it great to work with. Canvas deck comes in a lot of different colors, in case you didn't know. Sometimes I like the white canvas deck, but most of the time I like this creamy oatmeal-y color the best. This pillow that I'm making right here is obviously just going to be decorative. I would not put this in a baby's crib, and I wouldn't sleep on it because it wouldn't be comfortable. If the buttons pop off a little bit here and there over time, I just will get my hot gluing device out and pop them right back on. So this is what I have so far, and I'm going to be using some of this stuff. Polyfill Crafter's Choice Dry Polyester Packing Fiber Fill. The kind I like the best says that it is ideal for doll making, and it's pretty stiff. That's what I like about it. Okay, let me find something. A long paintbrush that's going to work to push just a teeny bit of polyfill into the arms. I just want a little bit in each one of my arms. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you like this project idea? I had seen some gorgeous pillows on Pinterest one night when I was not sleeping, and that is what inspired this project. I've done tons of different pillows using canvas deck, lace, that kind of thing, but I didn't have anything super beachy, so that is what my thought process was and why I decided I wanted to make this. And I love how it's all cream. Can you guys see how it's starting to have some dimension? I'm not going to fill it super duper full. Okay. Glue this arm down. a little polyfill to that arm. I think it looks great. I'm super excited about it. What do you guys think? You don't have to stuff your starfish arms if you don't want to. That's totally personal preference, and you can fill them to whatever fullness appeals to you. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. What do you think? I would love to hear your opinions. Should I get down here? Oops. Should I put some more buttons on the center of my starfish? Tell me what you think. So this is going to be beachy, but in my opinion, it's kind of understated beachy because it's cream and not a bunch of crazy, you know, hot pink or whatnot. Summery colors. Okay, and what we're going to do now with this last little bit is I'm going to I'm going to glue down the edges and leave the very end open so that we can fill it. This is what it's looking like so far. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. If you missed the beginning and you wanted to know how I got this shape, just say replay or something like that, and I will get you the replay so you can watch easily the beginning of this video to hear how I basically just traced another project that I had, another starfish pillow from many years ago to come up with my starfish shape. Oh my gosh. Okay, now comes the challenging part. That was not hard at all. Here we go, here's the bottom. So we'll get a pillow and get it stuffed and get pictures of it on my sofa. Tell me what you think. Do a this or a this. That's a heart. If you like my project, I'm thinking about doing a coordinating pillow, probably the lumber pillow, with this same idea but smaller, and maybe 3 starfish and 2 sand dollars or something like that. Would you think that would look good sitting on my sofa? Oh, and let me know if you would like the links to get these pillow covers. These are the best pillow covers, if you ask me, that you can find. They're so great to work with. You can stencil them, you can sew them, you can glue to them, you can do all kinds of different ways to decorate them, and they're just super nice quality. So let me know that too. Alrighty, hope that you liked this. Come back later to look for pictures. Feel free to sprinkle. Every seashell tells a story. Okay, so Glenn says it would go great next to the, that's a great idea. Next to the design, the stencil design from Magnolia called Every Seashell. I'll get a link to that and a picture, and I'll put that here in the comments. And actually, I think that's a really good idea. Maybe I will do something like that for the lumber pillow that I might do right next door to this.